to WTCC News. My name is Emily. Today is Friday, May 18, 2012. Our top story will be coming up in a few minutes, but first let's go to Grace with the weather.
Thanks, Emily. It looks like we're going to have a hot and sunny day today. We will have a 0% chance of precipitation, winds coming from the east-southeast at 4 miles per hour. Humidity at 57%. The UV will be at 9 a day, which is very high. Be careful not to get a sunburn. We will have a high of 84 and an overnight low of 62. That's today's weather. Back to you, Emily.
Thanks, Grace. Now to Jemiah with today's lunch choices.
Thanks, Emily. Now for today's lunch choices. First choice is corn dog. Second choice is to be announced. Third choice is PB&J. Back to you, Emily.
Thanks, Jemiah. Now to Bailey with This Day in History.
Thanks, Emily. Now for This Day in History, May 18th. 1642, the city of Montreal was founded by the French. 2000, a bill was finally passed that removed the Confederate flag from the South Carolina State House. 2004, Randy Johnson, age 40, became the oldest pitcher to throw a perfect game. That all happened this day in history. Back to you, Emily.
Thanks, Bailey. Now the joke of the day.
When is the moon the heaviest?
When
it's full.
Thanks, Jeremiah. Now to Thurston with today's top story.
Thanks, Emily. This is the last episode for this school year. We thought our viewers would like to hear about our experience this year, so our producer, Mr. Summers, sat down and talked with the crew.
Grace, what was your favorite part about WTCC News and why?
My favorite part was going to state competition and hanging out and doing news, and it was because we had such a great time and great memories.
Speaking of memories, what was your favorite memory of WTCC News this year?
My favorite memory was going to state competition and looking at everybody else's projects and going around Lexington and presenting our project to the judges.
What will you miss most about WTCC News?
I will miss most about the 5th graders because they are really funny and we always have a good time hanging out with them and making our newscasts come all together.
Okay. Well, Grace, we're glad you did news this year. And just for fun, can you give us one more back to you, Emily?
Back to you, Emily.
All right, Jemiah. The public wants to know, what was your favorite part about news this year?
My favorite part about news is the fun that I had hanging out with my friends, getting to goof off just a little bit, and just having fun.
Having fun. Well, let's not confuse the viewers. We didn't goof off that much, did we?
No.
No, we still got the work done, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You have to be serious to be on news, everybody. We're not all fun and games. We got to be serious. We got news and job to do, right? That's right. That's right. So, Jemiah, you've been on news for a year this year, and public wants to know, what was your favorite memory about news?
My favorite memory about news was when Mrs. Summers would come and help us out with news. Told us how to look happy and have a lot of action into our words and help us a lot.
Well, that's good. I'm glad that she was able to help you, and that's great. What was your? Well, I take that back. What will you miss most about news?
What I would miss most about news is having fun with my friends, my younger friends, and the same age as me friends, and I hope I can be an STOP when I get into junior high, because I think I'll have as much fun as I did here.
Well, great. That's great. I hope that you get to do news or STOP or anything when you do get to the junior high. We know we'll miss you here, and we're thankful for what you did this year, and just for the fun of it, why not? Let's give them one more back to you, Emily, right? Here we go.
Back to you, Emily.
Now for this day in history, Mr. Summers is going to interview Bailey. All right, Bailey. What was your favorite part about WTCC News this year?
My favorite part was being able to be a part of WTCC News because it looked really cool last year, and hang out with all the younger 4th graders and 5th graders, and of course Mrs. Summer, she was fun. And then you play with your hair all the time. It was funny.
Okay. Okay. So, what will you miss most about news?
What I'll miss most about news is being able to come and have fun with all my friends in WTCC News, and I'm also going to miss just being in WTCC News, because when that ends, it's just another something saying end of the year, goodbye.
Okay. Okay. So just for the fun of it, let's just give them one more. Back to you, Emily. Right? Wait, I gotta set you up. Ready? That'll happen this day in history.
Back to you, Emily.
All right, Jeremiah. Let's put all kidding aside and not joke on this one. And tell me, what's your favorite part about WTCC News?
Spending time with friends and doing the show.
Okay. So how many years have you been doing news? This is your which year? Second? Now, of those 2 years, what's your favorite memory about WTCC News?
Last year when we went to Lexington.
And what did we do in Lexington?
We did the show and we stayed at a hotel.
And we recorded live from the hotel, didn't we? Or well, I guess it wasn't live, but we recorded at the hotel, didn't we?
Yes.
That's fine. And you got to do news with your brother last year. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah.
Yeah. We had a good time. Well, Jeremiah, let's see, you'll be in the 3rd grade next year, is that right?
Yeah.
Is that right? So you plan on coming back next year to tell some more jokes for us?
Yes.
Yeah. You got any more jokes for us now before we leave? One last joke for the summer? Can you think of any?
No.
No jokes? He's going to save that good stuff for next school year, everybody, so be ready for... Welcome to WTCC News. My name is Mr. Summers. What a catchy thing to say, isn't it? We got to hear Emily say this every week. Welcome to WTCC News. So, Emily, the viewers, the public, they want to know, what was your favorite part about news this year?
Just being on it, being the anchor, and saying that.
Okay, Emily. What did it mean to you to be chosen to be on news this year?
It meant, as my fellow co-host would say, it made me feel happy inside. It just made me feel happy. I got chosen out of a lot of people that wanted to do it, so yeah, it made me feel good.
Okay. So, what was your favorite memory about news?
When Miss Summers had to take charge for the day, and we hardly got any work done until 5 minutes before you came, and then we crammed it all in.
Oh.
Because Miss Summers was dancing and making Bailey laugh, and then Bailey, couldn't get it done, and then Miss Summers had to turn around. So Bailey wouldn't laugh at her, but she still laughed. Just all the fun times we've had going to state.
Oh, good. Notice, viewers, that they're speaking more of Miss Summers than of old Mr. Summers, who's just so important to the team, right?
We're going to miss Mr. Summers too, but,
It's too late, Emily. It's too late. You guys already never said something about giving Mr. Summers some love at your silly, funny names thing. All the fun times with Mr. Summers. Right.
We'll have to do an episode on that.
Yep. It's too late. So, What will you miss the most about WTCC News, Emily?
Just hanging out with all the fourth graders and Miss Summers and Mr. Summers.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Also, just, coming and staying after school every week, not having to be with my brother for about an hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad that you got to be on news this year, Emily, and whoever comes in next is going to have some big shoes to fill, and they've got to say those important words.
Welcome to WTCC News. My name is Emily. Today is Friday.
Whatever. Yeah. Well, anyway, just for the fun of it, how about we just close it out? And
From all of us here at WTCC News, have a great day.
okay, Thurston, you're in the other chair this time, and I get to sit in the big boy interview seat and interview you today. So I'll start out by asking you, what was your favorite part about WTCC News and why?
Well, my favorite part is when the whole news crew comes together after school every Tuesday and do news. We have a lot of fun doing this, and we get serious sometimes. Sometimes we get off task, not being mean or anything, but it's just we get it on task and we have fun every Tuesday, and we love to get things done.
Okay. Now, you've been on the news team for how many years?
3 years.
3 years. So you've got a lot of memories here. So I guess I'll first ask you, what are you going to miss most about news?
What I'm going to miss most about news is all the crew. I've met up with them, I became friends. It's just been a very great experience for me. I never thought I would actually become in a school news. That's just makes me so happy, and that's what I'm going to miss most. Because I don't know if the junior high will have news, so that kind of bums me out, and I'm just kind of excited to go.
Okay. So of all those memories you've had for 3 years, what's your favorite? What's your favorite memory?
My favorite memory is actually, it happened this year. It's when we were first all meeting up to decide who was on the news. And I thought I wasn't going to get picked, so I was kind of scared and worried that I wasn't going to get picked. But as soon as I heard my name called, I just burst out with joy. I was so happy, and I'm so glad I'm doing Top Story. This has actually been a great experience doing Top Story. It's been a lot more fun than what I used to have.
Mm-hmm. And I want to let the viewers know how hard that you've worked this year and how much I think doing Top Story has helped you, not only growing as a news person, but in the classroom, and you've just been more responsible, and I think maybe the news helped you a little bit. Would you think so too? Would you agree with that?
The news has helped. I mean, the news, it's been encouraging me to do better in classes and stuff, because I know sometimes if you can actually get kicked off of news if you're not doing good or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But that just encouraged me to do better in school and everything, so it just really changed my life.
Okay. I'm glad. We're thankful that you were a part of it, Thurston. I'm thankful for everything you've done this year and all the interviews that we've gotten. I know the viewers are happy, and they'll miss you next year, and you've got some big shoes to fill, whoever fills your spot. So just for the fun of it, let's give them one more back to you, Emily. Why not? Ready?
Back to you, Emily.
Thanks, Thurston. Field day will be on Monday. Make sure you dress appropriately. There will be no school on Tuesday due to Election Day. 5th grade graduation will be Wednesday at 1 o'clock. The last day of school and awards day is Thursday. Remember the habit of the month, sharpen the saw. Balance feels best. This is the last episode of WTCC News for the school year. So for the last time, from all of us here at WTCC News, have a great day and summer.